Hi everybody, my name is Maria Batiola and I co-chair Pinoy Awards Express Cultural Arts. We're at Pagdiriwang at Seattle Center Armory, June 8th and 9th, and we put together Through Our Eyes. This is our third annual exhibit, and I would like to walk you through some of the art pieces. The first one behind me, this wall is by Kimo Lydell. Kimo's work is influenced with his culture, with his Hawaiian culture. So this is a watercolor of lilies. And look at the intricate detail on that. And moving on up is his grandmother's house. If you look at this piece, it is just like the typical Hawaiian house with lots of foliage on the outside. And for good airflow, there's the bottom that has a lattice on the top, which are windows. The next one is an older piece he did. This is very intricate for such a small piece of watercolor. If you look at the fact that he's playing a lot with negative spaces to be able to have the color and the ocean and the clouds. Very subtle, very delicate. The next piece he has are more orchids, which Hawaii, of course, is very famous for. And then he jumps out and creates this massive, large piece called gumamela, or hibiscus. Tremendous piece of work. Kimo does not describe himself as a professional artist. However, anybody who can look at his work really realizes that it's high quality work. The next artist we have is a photographer, and his name is Jude Clavero. Jude just recently went back to the Philippines. This very large photograph is in Boracay. As you know, many people are going back to Boracay. Very beautifully done, and if you notice the detailing and the integrated photography, despite the fact that it's such a large piece. In contrast, he does this other piece called The Hidden Falls. This is in Palawan. And again, it speaks of the beauty that many people are coming to the Philippines. Another artist we have is Armelito Pangilinan, and I'm going to go around and show you his pieces, which are ceramic. Armelito is fascinated with children's play because in the Philippines, because of poverty or other reasons, we don't buy as much toys. In this particular one, children make toys. In this, it's the siklot, which is basically a form of a jackstone, but there's no ball. And of course, if you look at the faces of the ones behind him, they're doing the sack race. Again, very inventive. Filipino children. Moving to the next piece that he has done is called Chismisan. Chismisan is gossip, and which means rumors and lies. And this particular one, it's L-I-C-E as opposed to L-I-E-S, because we have, of course, it's the tropics, there's lice, so you have to get it out of your hair and comb it through. Very interesting study, very primitive in many ways. If you notice that the women have nail polish, they have shoes, they have comb, and they're naked. It's a very beautiful piece. It's an impression of a way of life that can be found in the rural Philippines. Socializing with each other by sitting on a stoop, working on each other's hair. Domestic problems are discussed and solutions offered. The gossip, of course, is exchanged and the laughter is shared. The next piece we have for Armelito is another children's game. This one is Sungka. Sungka in the Philippines is very parallel to the game in Africa, where it's also done to bring home points by either shells or stones. The piece in the back is called Coconut Stilts. Again, our children creating their own games and making sure that they entertain themselves with very little other than a lot of creativity and a lot of camaraderie and laughter. Over through this wall, I'm going to walk you to Carmelita Nielsen's Warm Tulips. Carmelita is a professional graphic designer in the Philippines. She immigrated to Canada, in Vancouver, Canada, worked as a graphic designer, and fell in love with an American and came to the United States. Her work is very sensuous, very warm, very similar to her personality. She works in large scale. As you see more of her work through time, you will see the very explosion of very vibrant color. The next piece I'm going to take you to is Olivia Zapata. Olivia is this year's second Lifetime Achievement Awardee. She is a founding core member of Pinoy Words Express Cultural Arts. She's done a lot of work in terms of contributing to her church, St. Mary's, Immaculate Conception, designing large-scale banners for the inter-community faith and justice. She has done the convocation banners for the last 4 sessions, which spans 12 to 14 years. Each convocation is attended about 4,000 women of faith. And so I'm going to bring you over to her recent iterations of called Dreams. If you come closely to the Dreamer, it really is a state wherein Olivia decided to be a full-time artist recently, having raised her children, worked to make a living, served the church. And in this one, you can see the confluence of dreaming for peace, dreaming for Imagine, which is from the lyrics of the song, the Beatles song, Imagine. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. This is in watercolor, very impressive. Her second dream piece is talking about sleep well, sweet dreams. And she creates the series of 6 pieces to bring about different states. The next piece we have up here is called Daydreams. Classic siesta, mom taking a nap while Junior is awake looking outside that Seattle rainy afternoon. And of course, dreaming of love. I was talking with Olivia and doing her retrospective and saying, gee, your current pieces seem to be more sensuous, more joyful, more color. And she says, yes, she's bringing a lot of the present here and now. And if you notice, beautiful, there's a couple, the trees are blooming with hearts and love, and the moon is marked with love. The next piece is about soaring in one's dreams. Look at that, all sorts of kite into the sky, riding on there through books, and of course, dreaming and sleeping on the blanket with a favorite cat. And the last one, wild dreams. Oh, the places one can go to. And I think that is the heart of Olivia's work, the woman, her faith, her dreams, and her generosity. So thank you, everybody. I mean, there'll be one more artist that we're going to be taping, and that is Elizabeth Bastillo. Elizabeth has been instrumental in actually setting the theme of this particular exhibit. She is a thread artist, and her themes is connection.